Okay. Now I don't know what's in this one because I think it could fit either of the other two things I'm expecting. But either way, it's going to be most impressive. Okay. Give those guys a shout out. Bucket List Guitars. What do you guys do with stickers? I used to put them on cases and stuff, but I don't really like having cases in these. Okay, you ready? That's hashtag not a reissue. Check this out. So this is a version 2 large box. Filter not tone. And all that means is that the wires on the outside 2 lugs of the pot are connected the other way around. So rather than up is brighter, down is brighter. Same thing, same sound. At least as I understand it. I'm not a rat expert, but I am pretty familiar with them, and once that was explained to me, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. That matches my experience. Kalamazoo. So cool. So cool. Well, we'll have to see what that is. Let's get ratty. Something's loose in here. We're gonna find out what it is. This is a fairly clean rat. It's not rusty. The printing is nice and crisp. Paint's not bubbling up. Let's try not to mess it up. Oh, good. It was just that. And this thing. That's what it was. That was throwing me way off. How's that work again? I think it sits like... Where is that supposed to sit? Oh, like right there, and it holds the battery under it, I think. Let's give that a tightening, and then there's a screw underneath, under this stupid Velcro. At least it's coming off easily. Please come off easily. Do not wreck the sticker. Okay. Okay. That's nerve-wracking. All right. However, that was the easier one because it was held up by the screw. Let me tighten that screw just to get this thing stop it from flopping around. Don't want to tighten. That's going to need Loctite if I want to stay put, I think. But okay, let's get this gut-wrenching Velcro removal over. It is making me very nervous. I'm going to pull that sticker off or a chunk of paint or something. And there's nothing I could do. If I heat it up, it's almost more likely to take the paint or the sticker off with it. So as with soaking it in any kind of solvent, that's certainly a foolish idea. Okay. Just come around this way. No way. Amazing. I can't believe it. It's like this stuff didn't stick to that sticker. There's just the tiniest little deformation of the actual sticker here. It's kind of letting me work it back out too. Okay, look at that. Amazing. So cool. The Rat 013681, made in USA. Oh man, I can probably get a bunch of this goop off from the square feet that were once on here. Nasty stuff. Okay. Okay. All right, let's look at the Rat. What do we have here? Okay, CTS pots. Why are all the pedals that are made in Chicago full of CTS pots? Gee, I don't know. Maybe Chicago Telephone Supply is what CTS stands for. 1981, all around. This jack is bent. The metal panel is bent. I'm gonna fix that in a gentle way. We've got, I don't know if there's like certain op amps that people find more desirable in Rats than others. I'm having trouble focusing and seeing this myself. Looks like it's a Texas Instruments LM30 something. 308N. No, it's not Texas Instruments. I don't know what that logo is. PO41 308N. And there's the dustiest RMC ceramic disc cap I've ever seen right there. What is going on there? Let's clean that off. How are we on time? 30 minutes, and we're 2 pedals deep, but I'm not done with this one yet. So cool. Clean these battery contacts a little bit. You know, this, of course, as well as the triangle big muff over there, going to be in the vintage, or the classic vintage overdrives shootouts. And I think it's fair to say that both a Rat and a Big Muff are about as classic of overdrive as you can get. The only thing you could argue there is that you could say a Rat's a distortion and a Big Muff is a fuzz. Tell me all about your criteria for determining that then, and I'd like to hear it. I'm not disagreeing. Okay, I'm disagreeing, but I am disagreeing, but I'm interested to hear it. I'm not like challenging you to defend your opinion. I'm just interested in hearing about it. Tell me about it. Was ProCo ever located in Baltimore? I used to be. Hate going there now. Sorry, you Baltimore guys. I feel like traffic and crime is nuts, though. There was a ProCo in Baltimore. For sure, there was a ProCo in Baltimore. But I don't know if it was the ProCo. I think it might not have been. I need to find something that'll fit snugly in that hole. How about a center punch? Okay, maybe this one. Maybe this one. Maybe this one. I think those two are out of order, actually. This feels even bigger than the last one. Are they marked? No, but let's see. Let's go like this. .28, 10.63. There we go. Isn't that something? I think this plastic thing's kind of jacked. Okay, this one should fit. Yes. So, what happened was the cord got yanked this way. Can we see that on here? Let me zoom out. So the reason this is bent, the panel is bent as it is because there was a cord plugged in and it got yanked that way. Well, it's the input. No surprise there. So the way you reverse metal fatigue, it's not really fatigue, but like metal deformation, is you replicate the accident in reverse. My friend Harley, who worked at a collision shop, taught me that. So there we go. Unless I went too far just now, which is possible. Although I think that looks fairly good. Let's see. Needs a little wiping down. I'm almost out of alcohol. Let's see. How's that sit? Looks good to me. How the knobs feel? Glorious. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to do anything to those unless they're scratchy. Really scratchy. Because those feel so good, I'll live with a little scratchiness. Okay. This guy needs a battery. Happen to have one right here. I'm nearly out of my reference batteries. Yes, that's the thing. Is that an arrow switch? What? Seriously? Is it? Tell me. I think Arrow, so Arrow is a UK brand, but I think that they did make switches in like Arizona or New Mexico also. Or there were switches of the same branding located there. All right, let's see if we can figure out how this battery clip works. Battery goes in there. Okay, I gotta take this whole thing apart. It's sticking to my mat. All right, I need socket. Don't have one handy, it'll fit. Maybe I do. Yes, okay. Oh, it does not want to come off. That's exactly what I need to do though, because this is just twisting. I need to get that off. Could use some penetrating oil. It's kind of a terrible design. So the thing that's happening here is that this standoff is corroded onto the screw really, really firmly. And when I tighten the screw that goes into the other end right here for the battery clip, it just spins. So it'll never tighten down. It'll always be loose. Except now I've got it. There we go. Okay. Loctite. I need more than Loctite though, because I don't think this is capable of threading in all the way. Yeah. Okay. What kind of tap do you think that is? This is how you find out. Little metric and standard thread checkers. It's probably standard. 348? No. Definitely not 356. 440 seems likely. 440 seems loose. 540 seems like. Oh, I hope it's 540. It is. It is 540, I think. It's either 540 or M3. I hope it's not M3. No, 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 no. It's way coarser than M3. Yeah, 540. Okay. It's good news. Because I'm pretty sure I have a 540 tap right here. $632. 540. I happen to tap a lot of 540 holes for some reason. Just saying. Okay. All right, here we go. It would like to be lubricated, yes. I wasn't going to know. All right, I will. Okay. That was too easy. Better do the other side. Okay, and where'd the screw go? Oh, it's on the driver. Let me put a little lubrication on the screw. That'll help. It's still tight. It's a pretty crusty screw. Oh yeah. See, it'll bottom out. Oh shoot. Now that I put lubrication on there, I gotta clean it off. Because I'm gonna put Loctite on it. Oops. It had to happen though. Okay. Oh, I guess I'll leave this out for the moment. And now I need a little container full of degreaser. Where's my handy little containers? Okay. We're gonna do this. See all that metal dust that I blew out of there? Put this into. I could have shot some degreaser, some alcohol through there with the syringe as well. That would have worked. What's funny is all that metallic dust that came out of there looks like brass. Maybe that standoff is brass and it's just zinced. What's the word for that? Galvanized. Looks like aluminum though. Yeah, no, it's I see some yellow in those threads. I don't know if that'll show up for you guys. Can you see that? I'm not sure if that's focused. But yeah, there's definitely some kind of brass or bronze or copper in there. You can see it on there too. I'm just cleaning the lid out so I don't spread that stuff around. Okay. Whoop. And my paper towels. This is why things take so long. You get it? It's like, oh yeah, here it is. No? I don't want that thing rattling around loose. This is a vintage pedal. You know, care about things, you take care of them. If I don't fix it, it's going to rattle around forever. The battery's going to knock around. It's going to pull on the wires for the battery lead. It's going to bang up against the other components in there. It's going to knock the paint off. It's going to rust. There's just a barrage of snowballing effects that would be caused by my not doing this. For certain, the pedal would be damaged, eventually, fatally. So that's why this is happening. And we're 49 minutes in. I think we're almost done with the second pedal though. All right, here's the trick. We don't want Loctite on the whole thing. We want Loctite on just half of this stud. And let's put the prettier screw outside. This one. Okay, there's an excessive amount of Loctite on here, but that's not unintentional. I wanted it on that base flange of the screw so that it can also lock a bit onto this chassis where the paint's already been removed from the last screw spinning around. Similarly, on the inside, on the standoff, I did the same on the exterior face of that as well. It's already nice and firmed up finger tight. Okay, a little bit of excess there. Not really any excess there. The little bit that is, I'm going to leave because it's protecting the unpainted portion. It's actually acting as a finish now. All right. And where's the other screw? There it is. This screw actually can have a bit of lubricant on it to protect it. And that will keep it from binding up. Because we want, when the next person goes in here and unscrews, that next person's going to be me. Well, hey, I mean, you never know. You're not guaranteed tomorrow, right? That's up to God. The next time that screw is taken off, I should say, we want the correct screw to come loose, not the incorrect screw. The one that's holding the stud on should never come off unless it needs maintenance, like, you know, the chassis being repainted or something. Okay, now we got our battery on here. Slip it in here. Gotta loosen it a little bit. Slip that on. All right, and that'll hold nice and tight. Beautiful. This thing has that sticky foam on those corners still, or sticky glue. Okay. All right. In fact, I'm going to put, whatever, we're almost done. I'm going to put the screws back in. That's what I'm going to put. If the rat is your favorite overdrive, tell me how you found that out. How did you discover a rat? Also, if you think I should include in my classic vintage overdrive shootout, if you think this of course will be included, but if I should also include a turbo rat, please let me know. The rat. It's hard to decide. Triangle Big Muff or rat first, you know? Let's do some ratting. Let's turn everything up at noon. Might need to turn the brake switch off. I can hear the Laney clip wants to go into oscillation. Take it down to here. I think that's about as much as I can get away with. think I blew a fuse on the clip. So, ain't that a minute? Oh yeah, I can just look at this and see that it's, and we'll have no continuity, I'm sure. Yeah, yeah, it's toasted. Let's try again. I got another here in the same value. And I'm going to watch it on the Variac when I bring it up. It is totally possible I smoked one of these old crusty tubes. They're not old crusty like Mullard old crusty. They're old crusty like Chinese old crusty. They're what came with the amp. And this amp, even though it's been sitting in here, and I've been using it for months, I only went over it in the most basic way. I never did a full service on it yet. Okay, pulling a half amp at 55 volts. Seems about right. Plug in the guitar. Turn that off. 114.6 volts, pulling 0.9 amps. And that's just the heaters. Yeah, no wonder that fuse blew. I'm watching this amp pull like 4 amps, 4.5, 4.25 amps from the wall voltage. So yeah, that makes sense that a 100-watt amp pulling 4 or 5 amps from the wall is about what I expect on a Plexi or something. So everything seems good. I'm just using a really underrated fuse, which is safe. It's when you go higher that it's dangerous. Plus I'm going through an isolation transformer, Variac. I'm watching the current on an analog meter, a digital meter. Can't really get away from that oscillation though, it's just too small of a room. I can turn the amp volume down. Then we can push the rat a little harder. How's that sound? That's a lot. That's enough ratting around for tonight. I could do that a lot, but I'm not going to be able to do it in this room.